Lima. After 3 months, I have returned to Peru. But I am not in my city. I am in Lima. And how I told you, I grew up in a city in the coast of the country. That city is called Piura, and there is where my parents are in this moment. For that reason, I will be here for 3 days, until take my flight to my natal city. Let me show you. This is the apartment of my grandparents, and it's gonna be my house for the next 3 days. He is Ricardo. Ricardo is a friend from my neighborhood, and I have the luck to go sit with him in the same city. This is the living room of the apartment. And today Ricardo and me will sleep here because we are making plans for the next 3 days.
Yo dije, presionas uno y subimos.
We woke up and took a bus to the shopping center. But Lima is big. In matter of fact, Lima is more bigger than New York in terms of population. Yeah, for that reason took us 2 hours and 3 buses to get there. But look at this. I had never read one of these before, and surprised me that it only costs around $6, something like 25 soles, and it worth every cent. We went to the cinema and had an ice cream. The day ended very quickly, but maybe it was because it took us 4 hours to get back to his home. Yeah, Lima is big, but we have time to go to eat pizza nearly to his house. Today is my last day in Lima, so I had to come back to my home to make my check-in, and he had to go to the work. But I come back to home in train. Maybe this could not seem very special, but it's special for me because I didn't have so many opportunities to travel in train. And yeah, I like the trains. They remember me to the big cities where I would like to be. Lima is usually very beautiful, and I was able to take these takes me while I was returning home. At 11 a.m., I received a call of my uncle to invite me to lunch. And while we were walking around the place, I found this gentleman's. I want to show you this video because it's like this that usually sound the Peruvian music. Ricardo come back at the afternoon, and we were playing in a place nearly my house for 1 hour, until we decided to go to Larcomar. Larcomar is one of the most visited places in Peru. And one thing that caught my attention is this park, because it was built in commemoration of all the Chinese culture that we have in Peru. To be honest, that night I didn't know what to expect. It was 10 o'clock at night, and at this point I thought that that was everything because we didn't see nothing more to do, and I was kind of disappointed. But then we started to notice that were a lot of murals in the street, and we decided to follow them. Each time we hear more and more noise until we arrive at an area full of artistic murals where people gather to have a good time. It remembered me a lot of Wynwood in Miami, but this is not Wynwood. This is the Parque Kennedy in Peru. and I was able to take many lovely photos, so it was a great night. We buy ice creams, and that is how it ended my visit to Lima. 12 a.m. Piura. As soon as I came, I take a taxi to my grandmother's house. I had told anyone I was coming, including my fathers. They don't know. Let me introduce you to my Uncle Renato.
Una foto.
And she is my grandmother Rosie. I sleep at her house for a few hours until I recover energies. Now, I don't have a car or a motorcycle, but Piura is a very small city where you can walk everywhere, so go ahead. I remember that I promised my mother to bring her pink roses when I return. As I was going to the flower shop, I passed by my university and bring me a lot of good reminds. The stairs of every day, the teacher, my friends, the restaurants. There was no time to lose. I came to the flower shop and look at this. Beautiful, no? I bought two like this for two very special persons for me. Okay, Enrique is so important to me, but these flowers are not for him. I have always told you how important is him for me, and for that reason I was glad to see him. See you, Enrique. I walked for 20 minutes until came to my house. Many things had changed in the city, but I finally arrived. This was her reaction.
Gracias, Belle.
I did the same with my dad.
Ya llegué con el azúcar. Me encontré un Maxi.
My brother.
Oye, despiértate.
¿Jorge?
Sí, soy yo.
¿Jorge?
Soy yo.
Jorge.
Wow, no manches, estás altísimo. Estás muy alto. ¿Cuándo creciste tanto?
And my dog.
Mi loco, mi loco.
My paternal grandparents' house is very close, so I went. She is Mama Coco. I am not kidding. Yeah, like the Pixar movie.
Mi hijo precioso. ¿Qué será de mi hijito? ¿Cuándo vendrá? Y le pido a mi señor.
He's Papa Walter. And these are photos to my uncles and father when they were child. We went to eat something. Imagine what? Okay, imagine what? Of course the chifa. I missed this for a long time. At least in my room. And although I cannot say that it was exactly like I left it, it's a mess. I will fix it with the time. Come back has felt really well. Yeah, my parents, my friends, my neighbors, my brother, they were really happy to see me. That was really lovely. But how you already know, I have plans to fulfill. It's possible, maybe, perhaps the next video I will gonna tell you that I moved to Cabo Blanco to be more focused on my exams. So I may not be here for a long time. But I want to make this video for two reasons. The first one is to tell you that I arrived home safely. Yep, I don't have any problem. Well, I have a problem in California, but I am already here. And the second one is to tell you something that maybe you already know. I was so in peace and so comfortable and deeply happy on there. Yes, And that will not have been possible without such warm people like you. You really made me feel in that way. And I don't know how to thank you. I don't know how to thank my uncle, for example. Mi tío Giacomo, mi tía Milagros. Ustedes fueron lindísimas personas conmigo. Or what about Rose? Or what about Nayeli? I don't know how to thank in this moment, but all this year I will be working hard to return in a few months, knock on your door, and give you a present and a big hug. Because I have a big esteem for all of you guys. Thank you, Reyes Córdoba family. Thank you, cousin Sergio. Thank you, Ben Morlahem family. Yeah, I did it. Thank you, my friend Nayeli. Thank you, Señora Maura. Thank you, Tío Kike. Thank you, Tío Tito. Because without you, many things would not have been possible. And I am so grateful for that. I love you, all of you guys. Thank you for staying until here. Until the next video.